Beneath the charm, the velvet voice, and the magnetic screen presence lies a story far more haunting than Hollywood ever told. Terrence Howard, known for commanding roles and undeniable brilliance, hides a past shaped by tragedy, controversy, and a mind that defies convention. Before the red carpets and blockbuster fame, he witnessed a violent act at just 2 years old, an event that shattered innocence and carved the path for a life lived on the edge of genius and turmoil. But that's only the beginning. From walking away from the Marvel empire at its birth, to claiming he's unlocked the true secrets of the universe through his own form of mathematics, Terrence Howard's story is anything but ordinary. What drives a man to defy Hollywood, science, and even reality itself? Let's step into the enigmatic world of a star who refuses to be defined. Born on March 11, 1969 in Chicago, Terrence Howard entered the world as the son of Tyrone Howard and actress Anita Hawkins-Williams. Raised in a complex and often challenging environment, he grew up alongside his siblings, Antonio Howard, Tyrone Howard Jr., Ariana Williams, and Darnell Williams, each sharing in the trials that would shape their early years. From a very young age, Howard's world was touched by hardship. At just 2 years old, he witnessed a violent event that would leave an indelible mark on his psyche. This early trauma introduced him to the harsh realities of life far earlier than most, forging a foundation built on both pain and an unwavering instinct to endure. Those formative experiences would inform not only his personal journey, but also the emotional depth he later brought to his craft. From these troubled beginnings, Howard emerged as one of Hollywood's most transformative actors. His performances are known for their raw emotional depth and magnetism, earning acclaim in films such as Hustle and Flow, where he brought a struggling rapper's story to life with haunting intensity. In Iron Man, he introduced audiences to James Rhodes with strength and charisma, while in The Butler, he delivered a nuanced portrayal that added gravitas to an already powerful narrative. Yet, his promising trajectory in the Marvel Cinematic Universe took an unexpected turn. His departure from the role of James Rhodes stemmed not from performance or popularity, but from conflict, rooted in his strong sense of self-worth and a perception of being undervalued. Howard has spoken openly about the experience, revealing how personal principles clashed with studio decisions, ultimately costing him a role that went on to define the franchise. Beyond the spotlight, Howard is defined by his eccentricities and unorthodox beliefs. He holds a deep fascination with numerology, particularly the number 7, which he views as holding divine and mathematical significance. His intellectual pursuits extend beyond acting. He envisions a future defined by his inventions and theories, hoping to leave a legacy not only on screen but in science and technology. This duality defines his public persona. Terrence Howard is often described as a man straddling extremes: genius and madness, fame and obscurity, wealth and ruin. He challenges categorization, his story unfolding like a character he might play, enigmatic, deeply human, and endlessly compelling. Terrence Howard's personal life has mirrored the complexity of his career, marked by emotional intensity, growth, and transformation. Over the years, his romantic journey has unfolded across 3 marriages, each leaving a significant imprint on his life. His first marriage began in 1993 with college sweetheart Lori McComas. Their union, filled with both devotion and turbulence, produced 3 children: daughters Aubrey and Heaven, and son Hunter. Although their initial marriage ended in 2000, the two briefly reunited and remarried in 2005, only to part ways permanently in 2007. Despite the finality of their divorce, their shared role as parents has sustained a lasting connection. Following this chapter, Howard entered into a second marriage with Michelle Gent in 2010. The relationship, though initially promising, quickly descended into controversy and public scrutiny, marred by legal battles and allegations of abuse. Their brief time together became one of the most contentious periods in Howard's personal life, ultimately ending in a widely publicized separation. In 2013, Howard began a more grounded chapter with Mira Pack, a model and accomplished restaurateur. Together, They welcomed two sons, Kieran and Hero. Their relationship, although not without its own challenges, offered a quieter, more introspective space for Howard's continued growth. They divorced in 2015, yet the bond between them never fully dissolved. Over time, their closeness deepened, with Howard often speaking of Mira with reverence and affection. Presently, the two are reportedly together once more, reflecting a connection defined not by formality, but by enduring companionship and shared family life. Fatherhood has become a central pillar of Howard's evolution. With his first wife, Lori, he raised 3 children who have each taken distinctive paths. Aubrey, the eldest, is a spiritual wellness coach and founder of Spirit Medicine. A mother of 2, she attributes her grounded perspective and love of nature to her father, often describing their relationship as one of deep friendship and mutual admiration. Her affectionate tributes underscore a meaningful bond rooted in shared values and emotional closeness. Hunter, Terrence's only son from his first marriage, inherited a creative spark, contributing vocals to his father's 2008 album Shine Through It and learning craftsmanship under his father's guidance. Terrence has expressed hopes that Hunter might one day pursue a path in science, a field he once envisioned for himself. Heaven, the youngest of the 3, shares a unique connection with her father, having joined him on stage in the Broadway revival of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Her celebratory messages and throwback photos from red carpets reveal a lasting affection, often describing her father as a wise and timeless presence in her life. With Mira Pack, Howard found new meaning in fatherhood later in life. Their first son, Kieran Love, born on May 7, 2015, was named after a mythical Chinese creature symbolizing peace and good fortune. Terrence has often spoken of him as a fearless and divine spirit. Their second son, Hero Valentino, arrived prematurely on July 15, 2016, yet emerged as the largest and strongest baby in the NICU. Terrence, in his typically poetic tone, has described Hero as a transformative presence in his life, revealing a softer, more attentive side of himself as a father. All 5 of his children, from early adulthood to toddlerhood, have played integral roles in Howard's personal growth. He has acknowledged that his earlier years as a parent were marked by absence due to career pressures, but in recent times, he has embraced a more mindful, present approach to parenting. Whether celebrating milestones, walking red carpets, or sharing quiet family moments, Terrence Howard's journey as both partner and parent reflects a life shaped by love's complexity, resilience, and the constant pursuit of meaningful connection. Terrence Howard's financial journey has mirrored the dramatic arcs of the characters he portrays, marked by early triumphs, unforeseen obstacles, and enduring complexity. Once estimated to hold a net worth of around $5 million, Howard has faced a series of financial and legal challenges that revealed the fragile balance between fame and fortune. Court battles, questions over income, and fluctuating expenses have at times cast a shadow over his success, offering a candid look into the vulnerability that can accompany a life lived in the spotlight. Amid these challenges, Howard's California mansion stands as both a testament to his achievements and a quiet sanctuary from the chaos beyond its gates. The estate, grand and serene, captures the duality of a man who has risen to the heights of Hollywood acclaim while wrestling with the quieter struggles that often go unseen. It embodies both his material success and the emotional solitude that occasionally punctuates his journey. Terrence Howard's life resists neat definitions. It unfolds as a compelling portrait of artistry and adversity, transformation and truth. He continues to captivate audiences not just through the characters he brings to life, but through the authenticity with which he confronts his own. In embracing both his imperfections and his strengths, Howard has carved out a legacy that is as raw as it is remarkable, an ongoing story of a man unafraid to evolve, stumble, and rise again. Thank you for watching.